victory here on the road, down 10 in the fourth quarter. What does it mean to this team?
It means everything. It means 1-1. It means we got some momentum going into week 3. We're excited to get back to Vegas, get healthy, and get prepared for the Panthers.
Did you feel a time when the momentum shifted in the game?
Momentum's something that's so finicky. I call it complementary football. We get a turnover, our offense goes down and gets 7 points, and that's how we got to win games here. So we're just going to keep playing with each other, keep trusting each other, and see where it goes.
How slow is the game going for you mentally or physically when you see that ball pop up and you pick it off out of the air?
Yeah, it's like time slows down, and that play in particular was a play we got beat on in Detroit last year, a situational play, so something that was still fresh on my mind and ready to go make it this time. JB did a great job, Ja'Cory and Bennett, punching that ball out, knocked up right into my hands, and was able to make a play on it.
Is that the ball?
Yes, sir. Jack Jones saved it for me. I don't know what I did. I threw it up in the air or something. I was like, yeah. Celebrating, and Jack Jones was like, Rob, save it. Save it.
Obviously, that one's on the stat sheet, but the deflection on the third down play before the punt at the end of the game, how big was that? What did you see on that play?
Yeah, 2 of the plays earlier in the game, I was kind of rushing, covering the back, and the ball went right over my head, and I'm like, damn, like, I'm looking at the back, but the ball is coming over my head. So this time I took my eye off my coverage and was able to track the ball coming out.
I was going to say, how much does it mean for your turnover to be able to equate to points, get the first touchdown in the game off the field off of your turnover?
Like I said, team football, that's what we're all about here. We got to do a good job getting our offense the ball and scoring positions, and that's by creating turnovers. And I truly believe that that's what flips these games over. So we did a great job getting a good rush, Ja'Cory being locked down on his guy, and then falling into my hands.
You said that from day one when you got here about takeaways.
Takeaways are game-changing plays. I always say there's no difference between a 2-yard gain and a 4-yard gain. When you get that ball, you're giving your offense hopes and dreams to go score.
I know you talked about the interception, but you also on the next drive had that pass deflection on third down. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, I just told them earlier in the game, Lamar has a really low trajectory. So 2 of them, as I was covering the back, kind of went right over my head, took my eyes off the quarterback on my coverage. And this time I was like, I knew I was in the passing lane. Let me get my eyes to the quarterback and see if I can get a deflection. So it was able to work out.
What goes into making those kind of adjustments? Is that something that's just mentally for yourself as a coach involved?
Yeah, you've been played so many snaps of football. You've been beat on so many different plays. You've had success on so many different plays. So it's all about how can I replicate that success.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I guess what enabled the offense to kind of stick together and make that rally late in the game?
Yeah, I think we just got so many playmakers that can do things with the ball in their hands, and just spreading it out and getting different guys really helped.
What did you feel you were doing, I guess, just to get open and be a target for Gardner?
I don't know. I was out there doing my job on each play, and I ended up open a few times, so that helped.
What do you think is the biggest thing that changed from the first half to the second half, whether it be scheme or just on the field, rallying people up? What do you think is the biggest thing that changed?
Oh man, I don't know. I think we just kept our head down and just kept it playing, and we came here for one mission, and we ended up getting that done in the second half.
Was there a point, maybe there was a conversation on the sideline or somewhere that said, like, all right, let's go, down 10, fourth quarter, like, let's do this?
Oh yeah, no, the whole offense was feeling a sense of urgency, and we knew we needed to score and score quick, and just get the job done in the fourth quarter.
Rock, you had that catch to help set up Alexander Madison's touchdown run, and kind of a broken play and make sure we're scrambling around. What does it take to kind of stay focused in those moments and find the spot?
Yeah, we just kind of reverting back to our training throughout the whole training camp and off-season and everything. just knowing that when we're scrambling, get open and find a way to get the job done. So, let's go back to our training.
So, your first NFL victory, how does it feel?
It feels good. It's hard to win the NFL, so you got to celebrate them all.
Could you literally feel the momentum shift in that fourth quarter when you guys got the ball and the offense just got rolling?
Yeah, no, I definitely felt us. We started clicking better, and we just started rolling. So, it felt good.
So there's a lot of tight ends that come in, very talented tight ends, obviously, come into the league and struggle to get stats right away and get open. I guess what has made your transition, I guess, easier maybe?
I don't know. I think it has to do with a lot of the guys in the locker room. They have a lot of trust in me, and I trust all them. And I'm just go out there and do my job every day, and it just works out.
In terms of getting open, how much does having an athlete like Tay on the field help you get open, and how much do you admire this game?
Yeah, no, definitely. Having Tay out there and having Jacoby and Trey and just everyone on the offense, really. It opens the game up, and they cover all of us. So it makes it easier for everyone.
Thanks, bro.
Talk about today and your mindset heading in.
Yeah, last week, we heard a lot of noise, and I know personally took a lot of things personal, for sure. And I love that. That's why, that's where the great ones are built. And, I believe I'm one of the best in the world at what I do. And every day I show up with a purpose. So feel like I had a lot of doubters. Feel like this whole team was being disrespected. So you got to respond. So we just got to keep doing it, keep stacking days. And it's about the work you put in. And then on Sundays, putting it, making it come to fruition. So it was great to come here and get a win, man.
How much of a relief is it, Max, defensively, when you guys are doing what you're doing on the defense, but when the offense flips a switch and all of a sudden they're going up and down the field and giving you guys a break?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. That's what it's all about. We're on this together. It's a team sport, and that's why football is the greatest sport in the world, because you have 53 guys going out there, and you got to rely on every one of your teammates to be at their best. And we did that today. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't pretty, but we found a way, and it was just awesome to see. Those guys responding, Garner and Davante, Brock Bowers, Zamir, all those dudes. They're out there making plays. Jacoby. You'd love to see it. And the O-line, stepped up when it mattered. So it was awesome to see.
So when Davante says that the offense actually has to give you guys a hand, and I hear you over there saying, what does that mean to you when you hear Davante say that?
That's what it is. Like we have a real close locker room. So like you said, like they hear the noise, we hear the noise. But at the end of the day, it's about responding. And those guys did it today. So I'm super happy for them. We just got to keep stacking and make it a consistent thing.
Max, in the fourth quarter, you guys trailing by 10, moving into the defense, stepping up those last few drives, getting back 3 and outs, having a turnover, just kind of helping swing again.
My God, it was just about not riding the roller coaster. They had I think the first drive of the half they went down there and scored. That was a big moment in the game. We had to make a decision, and a lot of guys stepped up, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? There's going to be ups and downs in the game, but you just got to keep showing up every single play, taking it one play at a time.
Max, Al Davis's motto is just win. It wasn't just win pretty. So how good can it be just for confidence to get a win like this?
Yeah, it's huge. Baltimore's a great team. They're number 1 seed last year. They got the MVP. They have a lot of great players, so we respected them, but we didn't crown them. And we showed up here with the mindset we were going to win, and I'm glad we found a way.
You had a lot of plays throughout the day, but the sack, Baltimore had a chance to get a field goal to potentially go ahead late in the game.
Yeah.
The sack on the first down. What did you see on that play, and what happened then?
Yeah, that's just chemistry. Me and Christian, we've been working all off season, being on the same page, and he did a great job of penetrating the B gap, and I just felt him upfield, so I went and took my shot and got home. So I know it was a big play for us, and it was awesome. So I got to give credit to the whole D-line, doing their job as well.
You're known for the sacks, but you knocked that ball down that they had the kind of the boot with the fullback out in the flat. I mean, what did you do on that play? Did you recognize it? Just go attack Lamar, I guess.
Yeah. They ran a boot, and I seen it coming, so I just wanted to get my hand in the passing lane. Lamar's such a crafty player. He's all over the place, trying to make as much plays as possible. So for me, I knew all week was going to be a challenge. We talked about we got to hunt. He's one of the best in the world at what he does. So just credit to all the guys, showing up, down after down, being on the same page and not giving up.
How pleased were you guys with making him one-dimensional for the most part? He really didn't run for anything at all.
Yeah, it was huge, for our team, our confidence. We knew last week, the whole first half, we held them to, 2 yards of carry, and then they had 2-3 runs where they, we were misaligned, or, we weren't doing what we needed to do, and that's all it takes. And they hit, popped on a couple runs. So for us, it was let's go back to the basics. Let's finish the game. Not just have a good first half. Let's do it for 4 quarters, and that's what everybody got to see today.
First win with this group, the cigar locker room. Is it a little more special for this one?
All of them are special for sure, but we're worried about the present, and the present's now, and it was a great win on the road, man. I'm proud of these guys, and I love these dudes. So we just got to keep stacking days and get better.
We got to get more guys to light them up in here. Didn't seem as many lit them up this time.
Yeah, we didn't have as many cigars, but we'll make sure that's taken care of for sure.
What did you see from Garner today?
Garner was awesome. He threw that pick early. He didn't give up though. Garner's a hell of a player. He showed he can win at all levels, and that's what he did. He got back to who he was, and his confidence was, he reset and went out there and helped us win that game. Without him, we wouldn't have won that game. So give a ton of credit to him, his resiliency, and we believe in him. So really happy for him. He's a hell of a player, hell of a dude, and we just, like I said, got to keep stacking days.
That's essentially your pep talk to him when he threw that pick. I saw you approach him on the field when he was coming off and you were going on?
Yeah, you know, we had a good conversation. You know, that's between us, but you know, I'm super proud of him. He's a hell of a player.
Was this just one of those games you felt like you were in a zone?
I mean, yeah, at one point, definitely it didn't start off how we designed it to be, but once we got in our groove a little bit, and I would say especially in the second half, started getting on a roll and you know, making some consistent plays, but definitely wasn't pretty all game long, but we found a way to pull it out.
What do you feel like you felt?
What flipped that script in the second half? Look like a different team.
Yeah, man. I mean, we came in here and we just got tired of. I think, you know, I spoke up to the team and a few other guys talked too, but just getting tired of having, you know, these games where we putting so much pressure on the defense. So we just talked to one another. You know, it got not rowdy, but you know, had to speak up a little bit and use some voices just to get guys going, and you know, kind of seeing everybody's eyes some you know, a switch flipped and look like you said, like a different team. We can't be a team where we just one dimensional and got the defense out there just holding it down every single time. And we got guys that can do that. Number 98 is going to help us out for sure, making it a little bit easier on the other side. But we want to try to take some pressure off them too.
You and Gardner obviously were good. Just talk about Gardner in the second half. Did he go to
Yeah, man. I mean, he did a hell of a job. Didn't get out to a fast start by any means, but the way he was able to rally and put some of that stuff behind him and get out there and make some plays. And I mean, we go out there and we get it done. That's a great thing to play. For him to be able to turn it around in the midst of, you know, all of that action, and you know, it's a special day for them. Obviously, celebrating Jacoby and all of that stuff. So it meant a lot for us to get this one. So it was just good to, you know, get that play out of him late.
There were some doubters about this team after week one. What does it say about this team that you were able to come back and bounce back and win this on the road?
Well, I don't mean we're going to win the Super Bowl because we did that, but I think it means a lot in this locker room for us to, you know, dig deep after not starting the way we wanted in the, you know, the first game, let alone first half. So to be able to dig deep and figure it out, it means a lot to us. So it don't have to mean anything to anybody outside of here. We don't really care about that.
It looked like the Ravens were going single man a lot with you on the outside. Is that what you saw, and was that surprising if that was the case?
Not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot. It was in the second half we saw a little bit more because I wasn't targeted very much early. And I think they were, you know, saw that we were trying to get established run game, and that's you know, playing those coverages they ended up playing help you out a little bit more in the run game. But then now you leave your DBs to cover one-on-one, and that's where we got to make them pay.
There were a couple of plays where you looked disappointed in yourself. How much does that drive you to make plays later on?
Yeah, I don't like ever not. I don't care if it's my fault or the quarterback's fault or a bird hit it. It really don't matter to me. If I can't make the play, it's gonna piss me off. And yeah, you know, it left a couple of them out there still. So we were able to finish it out. So we're not gonna cry about it till we watch the film. Then I'll cry a little bit watching. See those maybe 2 plays out there. I want it back, but we got it done, so that's all that matters.
Can you talk about that touchdown that tied the game on kind of like that RPO play, action play at the 1-yard line? Who really set that up to, you know, really make that play succeed?
Yeah, I mean, football is football, man. That's not the look that we wanted or we've been practicing against all week, and got a different, you know, leverage from the guy covering me, so it wasn't ideal, and I didn't get to run it the way that, you know, I intended to do, but Gardner stuck with me and gave me a ball I could catch, so that's really all you need sometimes.
The one on the sideline that they challenged, how sure were you that you had it, and how did you keep your feet in on that play?
Well, I was pretty sure. I knew my feet ended up coming up. I just didn't know. I don't like playing around with the reviews and the refs, so I was trying to get us on the ball just to, you know, get another play, and I knew that they were all, you know, in limbo about if I was in bounds, so hopefully they wouldn't be locked in on the next play and trying to get a play run. But I knew I caught the ball and my feet were in. It was just a matter of if they could find, like, you know, those replays get tricky sometimes, so you never know.
Thanks a lot.
Good.
Thank you.